Good morning, grade R boys and girls. So, I got up this morning and I got dressed and I was so excited to teach you this Letterland lesson, and then I thought to myself, wait a minute, I'm teaching one of my favorite Letterlanders today. So I thought what we could do for this lesson is make it really fun, and we could all get up, go to our rooms and get dressed into something green or something gold. So I'm going to ask all the moms and dads if they can pause this video for just 2 minutes and we can all go get dressed up together. Alright, so I hope I gave you all enough time to get dressed. I am also wearing green and I didn't have any gold, so I am also wearing grey. I have been giving you a lot of clues this morning about the letter we are going to be learning about. Can anybody guess which Letterlander we are learning about today? For any of you that have said Golden Girl, that's correct. Well done. So, before we do our Letterland lesson, we need to warm up our voices by singing our Letterland song. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a video up on the screen with the words and we can all sing along together.
Letterland, Letterland, there could be no better land for meeting a duck, a man with a hat, an orange or two, and a clever old cat. So let's go to Letterland, Letterland, Letterland. Walter Walrus Wetterland needs slithering Sam, a king who can kick, a quarrelsome queen, or make noisy Nick. So let's go to Letterland. Let's go to Letterland today.
Alright, now that our voices are all warmed up, we're going to begin to learn a little bit about our Letterlander Golden Girl, like where she lives, what she likes, how her letter looks, and what sound she makes. Now we all know Golden Girl lives in Letterland, but did you know that in Letterland there is a garden? And this garden has grass as green can be. There are also beautiful flowers growing in this garden. And right in the middle of the garden there is a garden swing. But it is not like a normal garden swing that you and I would see. It is a different kind of swing and it looks like this. Now this swing belongs to Golden Girl, you guessed it, well done. And this is what she looks like when she's sitting in her swing. Now, when we swing on our swings at school, sometimes it can start to make our stomachs feel a little bit woozy. But when Golden Girl is swinging, she doesn't feel it in her stomach, she feels it in her head. And her head starts to feel a little bit giddy. So another word for giddy could be a little bit lightheaded or a little bit dizzy. And she fixes this by turning and facing the wrong way. In Letterland, we learn the reading direction is to read from left to right, and most of our letters face that way. But to stop Golden Girl from feeling dizzy and giddy, she faces the wrong direction. Maybe getting giddy explains why Golden Girl is making a funny, gurgling sound while she sits in her garden swing. The sound she is making sounds like this. G, 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 g. She is saying her sound while sitting in her garden swing. But she looks really happy, so it could just be that she is giggling. What we are going to do now is all together we're going to watch another video and sing Golden Girl's Letterland song, practicing the sound she makes.
Golden Girl says, go
Well done, grade R boys and girls. I'm sure you had a lot of fun singing the song and practicing Golden Girls' G sound. What I did bring along with me is one of the posters from our classroom, so I thought we could look at it together and look at all of the pictures that start with the G sound as well. Here it comes. So, in our poster we have Golden Girl sitting on her green swing. G, Golden Girl, G, green. Also in our poster we have a picture of a beautiful garden. Garden starting with G. A very big gate, another G sound. We have a gorilla over here and at the top here. We also have a goat, some glue and some grapes. All of these words starting with our Golden Girls G sound. At the end of the lesson today, I'm going to give you a task to look around your house and find as many objects as you can beginning with G. Now, what else I wanted to talk to you about was Golden Girl has a best friend. Her best friend's name is Golden Granny, and Golden Granny has a very important job. In some words, she sits next to Golden Girl, like if we look at the following word that I'm about to lift up. So, I wrote this word with my green highlighter. The word we can see in front of us says egg, egg. Now, it has two G letters in it. But what's important to remember is when we see two of the same letter together like we do here, that these two letters share the same sound. So we know that the first G in our word, egg, is Golden Girl. And the second G in our word, egg, is Golden Granny, her best friend who's sitting next to her. But we cannot read this word as egg. We read it as egg, therefore knowing that these two G letters share the same sound. So whenever we see two letters together, like a G and a G, they just share the one G sound. When we see two D sounds together, they share the same sound. Alright, what we're going to learn about next is the capital letter for Golden Girl. Right next to Golden Girl's garden gate, there is a garage. And in this garage, Golden Girl keeps her go-kart. It looks like this. Golden Girl's go-kart is special because it doesn't have to drive on roads like our cars have to. Golden Girl's go-kart can glide along on top of the green grass without damaging it. Now, Golden Girl's go-kart uses a green gas to make it go, and this sometimes gives her go-kart a gurgling sound, just like the sound she makes. G, g, g. Now that we have learned all about Golden Girl, we are going to learn how to write her letters. So because I don't have my chalkboard here, I'm going to put up a nice video that will help teach us the correct formation of her letter, as well as the song to sing when we are writing it. We're going to practice this a few times, okay, grade R? I hope you enjoy it. enjoyed learning the correct formation for Golden Girl and keep practicing at home during the lockdown. However, I would like to just remind you that when we start an important word, like a word at the beginning of a sentence or a name, that we use Golden Girl's big go-kart G letter. Alright, I also have 2 stories that I would like to read to you about Golden Girl. I hope you enjoy them. It's a glorious day in the Letterland garden, and Golden Girl is enjoying swinging on her garden swing, watching all of her lovely plants grow. She loves gardening and she grows all sorts of good things to eat. She has a greenhouse too, where she grows great green grapes. Look out, Golden Girl! Your goat may be eating grass now, but I bet he knows how good your green grapes are. When Golden Girl isn't in her garden, she gets around Letterland in her special go-kart. Can you see her driving it at the top of the page? She has just gulped down some grape juice. Can you see the nearly empty glass? She makes a g sound as she gulps it down. She's not greedy, she just thinks it's funny to make that sound. So in our story, I can hear the following words that begin with the g sound. The first one being garden, because Golden Girl is in her beautiful garden. The next one, she is sitting on her garden swing. Another one is grows, because she is growing things to eat in her garden. I also heard the word grapes, nice green grapes, as well as grape juice and glass. Those are just a few of the words I heard in the story. I have one more story to read to you, so don't go anywhere. Alright, the next story we're going to be reading is called Golden Girl and the Gap. Gap. Let's see what this is all about. It's a glorious day in the Letterland garden, and Golden Girl is enjoying swinging on her garden swing and watching all of her lovely plants grow. Just like we read in the other story. She has gulped down some grape juice. Can you see the empty glass in the picture? Did you hear her making her g sound as she gulped? Remember, she's not greedy. She just thinks it's funny to make the gulping sound when she drinks. And you'll also hear her making the g sound in words like garden, gate, and grass. It's the start of growing season in Golden Girl's garden. She loves to plant new things every year. She grows lots of flowers and vegetables in her garden. She even grows grapes in her greenhouse. She spotted a big gap in her garden and has decided to sow some lovely green seedlings to fill the gap. Can you see the gap in her garden? She got some little green mint seedlings she has started growing in her greenhouse and carefully put each one into the ground. Then she made tags for the plants so she would not forget what she was growing. She got her watering can and watered them all well. Then she took off her gloves and went to wash her hands and get something good from the greenhouse for lunch. When she came back, she couldn't believe her eyes. Gosh, there's a big gap again, and it's all muddy. Where have all my new green mint seedlings gone? She gasped. Golden Girl's friends come to the garden and they all start guessing what might have happened to them. Impy Ink imagined it was little insects that had nibbled her mint. Sammy Snake said squirrels could be the snag, and Peter Puppy pondered that it might have been a pig plodding past. But there was no insects or squirrels to be seen, and her garden gate was shut so no pigs could get in. I'll have to get planting again, she said, but this time I'm going to guard my plants. She went back to the greenhouse and got some gooseberry bushes to plant in the gap. Golden Girl's dad helped her dig holes for the bushes. Her grandma and her grandpa, who are very good gardeners, gave her some great advice on growing good gooseberries. Once they were all planted, Golden Girl lay down on the grass to guard them, but before long her eyes started to get very heavy and she fell asleep. She woke up suddenly to the sound of snapping twigs and grinding teeth. She looked over at the gooseberry bushes, all gone, but what was really strange was that her gardening gloves had gone too. She turned to see that her greedy goat, Gordon, had been getting in the garden from behind the greenhouse. "I've found the snag. Get out, Gordon, and give me back my gloves." Golden Girl's friends could only gasp. Alright, and that is the end of our story about Golden Girl and the gap. Oh my word, what a hard time her goat gave her. I really hope you've enjoyed today's Letterland lesson, and for the end of this lesson I'm going to ask all of my beautiful grade R boys and girls and Auntie Melissa's grade R boys and girls if they can practice writing their Golden Girl letters, their G letters, and go and play in the garden for a little bit today. I also want to ask you to walk around your house and find as many objects as you can, beginning with the G sound. And while you're doing all of this beautiful work, I'm hoping your mom and dad, if they would like to, could take 1 or 2 pictures of you having some fun and enjoying this lesson that I've put together for you, and email it to Auntie Odette, because it would be lovely for us to be able to see you guys learning and having some fun. Thank you very much for watching the lesson, grade R. Goodbye.